guys, it's Sarah, and today I have my February TBR. I have a couple of review books here. I have our book club pick, which I'm really excited about, and just a few things that I want to get to. All right, so I'm going to start with review books. I have two this month that I want to do actual review videos for. The first one is called The Shimmering Road, and this is by Hester Young. This is book number 2 in her Charlie Cates mystery series. I read the first one in January and really liked it, and so I got an arc of this one, and I was really excited to receive this because I'm really enjoying the series so far. So Charlie Cates is a journalist, and she has also recently discovered that she can talk to dead people. Dead people have been reaching out to her and asking for her help in helping to solve their murders. So this book, like I said, is number 2 in the series, and so far I have read about 100 pages of it so far, and you really don't have to read the first one in order to enjoy this one. There's enough of the backstory into her and her relationship that she's in right now and kind of where things have put her that you don't have to read the first one to understand what's going on. Obviously, the first one will give you a lot more background into it, but it's not 100% necessary. So I accepted this book mainly because I did like the premise of the story, but this one also takes place in Tucson, Arizona, where I lived for 4 years. So I was really excited to read a book about a place that it was so familiar to me. And like I said, I'm 100 pages in already, really enjoying it, so I'm excited to finish this up and do a review for you. This is going to be out on February 14th, so I will have a review video up that day. The second review book that I would like to do a review for is I See You, and this is written by Claire McIntosh. I have this on my Kindle. I got it from NetGalley, and this comes out on February 21st. This is the author who also wrote I Let You Go, which I read last year, and it was one of my favorite books of the year. It was a psychological thriller, so I believe this is going to be along the same lines as far as the genre goes. It's going to be a psychological thriller. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to have any type of background. I just want to go into it completely blind, see what I think, see what it's about, and I'm super, super excited to get to it. For our book club pick this month, our theme was to pick a book with red covers because of Valentine's Day. So we all nominated books that had red covers on them. And the winner was Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. And I'm really excited to read this. I've heard really, really great things about it. Blake Crouch is a great author. I've read quite a few of his other books, and I'm super excited to get into this and see what it's all about. This is also becoming a movie, and Blake Crouch is currently writing the screenplay, so I'm really excited about that too. But yeah, I'm going to be getting to that very soon. Okay, so a few other books that I have on the lineup here. The first one is Keira Ball, and this is by Stephanie Garber. I have actually pre-ordered it. I don't have it yet. It is coming tomorrow in the mail. I already have my notification. It's going to be delivered. I'm so excited. This book is, I believe, probably going to be a little bit of a magical realism / mystery type thing. It's been compared to The Night Circus, which is one of my favorite books of all time, and I'm really excited to see what it's all about. I believe this follows 2 sisters, and they want to go to the show called Keira Ball, which is something that it only happens every so often, and it's kind of like a magic show / almost like a murder mystery, like dinner theater type thing, and I believe our main character's sister gets involved somehow and ends up goes missing, and so she's trying to figure out what happened to her sister. But I've heard extremely, extremely good things about this from people who've already read it, and I'm so excited, and I did pre-order it quite a while ago, so because of that, I am going to pick it up immediately. And I'll probably have a review video up for this one too. Okay, so a couple other things that are on my nightstand right now that I want to go ahead and get to. First is a lace reader. I just talked about this yesterday in my January wrap-up. I didn't end up getting to this one in January like I wanted to. This was a TBR jar pick for me for last month, so I didn't get to it last month, but I do want to go ahead and read it now, so I'm going to put this on my lineup for February, and I'm excited to get to it. This is about a girl who has the ability to see the future through lace, and she ends up losing a family member, I believe, and is kind of mourning that. But then when she is doing some of her readings in the lace, she's realizing that maybe this person's death is not what it seemed, and maybe it was a murder instead of an accident. So she's trying to figure out how this person died, and that's all I know about it from what I'm reading on the synopsis. So I'm excited to read it. The next one I would like to get to for the month of February is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. So I keep calling this Clockwork Prince. It is not. It's Clockwork Angel. So this is the first book in her Infernal Devices series, which is part of the Shadowhunter world. I am reading these in publication order, which is what has been recommended to me over and over and over again, because there are parts of these books that interweave a little bit and they can spoil you. So I'm trying to be as non-spoiled as possible when I'm reading this series. So I read the first 3 books in the Mortal Instruments series, which was City of Bones, City of Ashes, and City of Glass. And then I was told to move on to the first book in the Infernal Devices series, which is Clockwork Angel. So I'm going to read this one, and then I will go back to the Mortal Instruments and kind of interweave the last 3 books in that series with the 3 books in the Infernal Devices. That is what has been recommended to me, so that's what I'm going with. But I'm excited to read it and see what's going on. This is more of a historical time period, so this takes place, I want to say maybe in the 1800s, but it's quite a ways back into the past as far as this goes versus what the Mortal Instruments is, where it's more of a today time period. So I'm interested to see what is going on and get into the world of the Herondales. All right, so I also have 2 library books here that I have recently checked out from my base library, and I just kind of picked them up on a whim. I just went one day and said, hey, this looks interesting, and so does that. I only grabbed 2 because I didn't want to bog myself down too much, but the first one here is something I've never heard of before. It's called History of Wolves, and this is by Emily Fridlund. I believe this is a debut novel from this author, so I think it's her first one. I have heard a few things here and there about it. I've heard good things, and it's a little bit short, so that's good. But I think that this is a more of a YA contemporary type of book about a girl who moved to a new town and she's trying to kind of fit in. That's all I've heard, so we'll see how it goes. But I went ahead and picked it up because it was there, and yeah. And the second one that I grabbed from the library is something that has been on my radar for a little bit. It just recently came out, but it's The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer. I haven't heard a ton about this. I have seen people talking about it and anticipating it and wanting to read it, but I haven't heard any reviews. I think I've seen a couple review videos, but I haven't actually clicked on them because I don't really want to watch a ton of review videos before I read a book. I just want to go into it with my own head. So yeah, but I'm excited to read it. This is the first book she's written in quite a while from Stephanie Meyer, except the Twilight like the gender swap Twilight thing, which sounded so weird, and I was like, there's no way I'm reading that. But this one I'm interested in. This is an adult thriller, I believe. I think that this main character is someone who works for a secret government agency, and then she kind of finds herself in a situation where she's running for her life, or her life is being threatened somehow if she doesn't do something. So yeah, we'll see, but I picked it up. All right, and lastly, I'm going to pick something out of my TBR jar. This month, I'm going to do 1 book out of my series TBR. So these are all books that are either first in a series that I own that I need to get started on, or they're like the next book in a series that I have already started and I definitely want to continue. So we are going to see which one, but I'm only going to do 1 since I do have quite a few books here already that I need to read. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick 1 out of here, and I haven't started a new series in a while, so I'm excited to see what I have here. Oof, there's stuff like falling out. Okay. Let's see. Tropical Depression by Jeff Lindsay. So this is a book series called the Billy Knight series, and I believe this is it's most likely a crime or thriller book. Jeff Lindsay is the author of the Dexter series, which I really, really enjoyed, and that's what the TV show Dexter was based off of, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. And he did come out with this newer series, and I think there's only 2 books in it as of right now, but I'm going to read the first one called Tropical Depression. I'm really excited about that. All right, guys, that is it for me for February. That's 9 books. That's kind of a lot. So we're going to see how it goes. But hopefully I can get through most, if not all of them. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what is on your radar for February. Let me know if you've read any of the books I just talked about, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.